Okay, here we have the Nikon D5500, and attached to it is a Tamron 18-270 autofocus lens for the APS-C size sensors. Now, the 5500 is a 24 megapixel crop sensor camera with an articulating back screen. The screen moves around not only this way but also flips for a variety of perspectives. You know, if you need to shoot from a variety of angles, which are not easy to normally obtain, this can make it easier. Now, the 5500 was released in about the spring of 2015, right around there, and had an original manufactured suggested retail price of about $1,000, and that was with an 18-55 lens, kit lens. Its used price now, you can get it for usually under $500, and it's a nice compact camera, good for taking you practically anywhere. And the lens here, the 18-270 Tamron, would give you the relative perspective in 35mm format of like a 27 to 405mm zoom. And so it gives so it's a good all-around lens that you can pretty much keep on the camera. And the lens is made specifically for crop sensor cameras. And it has VC, vibration control, which can be switched on or off, and it works pretty well. And so one of the reasons I got this combination here was I liked the flip screen, which is also a touch screen, and it allowed me the convenience of being able to shoot from a variety of angles, which I find myself doing when I take nature shots, especially of like flora and such. It can be a little easier to deal with when you don't have to go way down on the ground to get a shot. And so you have a variety of angles there, and you can flip this around for the convenience there. And it's a good all-around camera. It's has built-in effects onto it, which can help you be creative. It has no low-pass filter before the sensor, and so it can give you maximize the sharpness capabilities of the sensor. The sensor itself is in this particular model is a 24.2 megapixel sensor, and so it can vary. And moving on, we have a full frame Nikon, a very affordable D750, and one of my reasons for getting this camera, not only because it was an affordable way of doing full frame on a Nikon, is that it has a screen which it doesn't flip all around like the 5500 does, but it can do downward and upward angles, and can be very useful for those kind of shots. And I would use this one probably pretty much for mainly like scenics, landscape shots and so forth. And sometimes it's nice to be able to get down to low and even high angles to change your perspective. But it's a very sturdy camera body, magnesium alloy body. The sensor on it is a full frame 24.3 megapixel sensor. The camera was introduced I believe in September of 2014. It originally had a manufacturer's certificate retail price of about $2,300 or $3,600 if you wanted to get it with a 24-120 lens, kit lens. But it is very sturdy camera body, and the 28-300 camera that I have mounted on there now is a good lens. I have the same type of lens for my full frame Canon FD. Not FD, 5D, sorry about that. And works very well. Now this has vibration control on it as well. On this particular one here, the vibration control was having issues where sometimes would want to stabilize and other times it would just start to shake like crazy, adding vibration to it. And I think that's more along the line of maybe some sort of defect in this particular motor in this particular lens. I did some reading online, and some people have run into this problem before, but ordinarily their VC system, vibration control system, does work well. It's just that once in a while you may come across a lens where something just doesn't quite work as it should. But the camera's very good. It has different kinds of full feature with program, aperture, shutter, manual modes, complete auto. Has two user definable settings where you can pretty much program it the way you want to for particular settings. It can do movies, video, and it has utilizes two slots for SD cards, and so you can program in different ways to have them configured to accept the shots in different kinds of ways. I have mine set up so that I can go from one to the other. If I was shooting in a situation like maybe over in another country, I might put it into like a backup mode where the one card would simply have the information written on to it, as well as the other one, so you'd have a backup to your images. The camera, like I said, is magnesium alloy type of construction. It's very sturdy, very rugged. This has inputs for mic and headphone, and of course it has for connecting remote to it, HDMI and cable there. And a nice thing I like which is very much like I was used to on my film cameras, is having a screen on top as well, so I could kind of monitor what was going on without necessarily having to depend upon the screen or looking through the finder. And so we have the this arrangement here.